the buffalo and the birds, it was very powerful to me because I felt it was a common ground for everyone in North America. We can all agree that World War II was horrible. We can agree that the decimation of the buffalo was horrible. We can agree that heron are a beautiful bird. We can agree on these things, and it's like a meeting place, I hope. I read a really interesting phrase that is used in the military, that the United States military is at war, but the United States is at the mall. That really struck me as strong, because these guys, these soldiers are coming back from Afghanistan and Iraq, and they're coming back to a country that hasn't slowed down, that hasn't even blinked about being at war. We're shopping for Christmas presents like nothing has changed. The car is my hope to bring a small piece of what's happening in the Middle East to light in America. All of my paintings with the buffalo or the bison are named after actual bombers. There was a lot of really profound names that these guys came up with. Even though I'm talking about new subjects, the Afghanistan, Iraq, we're still repeating the same mistakes we made in World War II. These are mistakes that have already been made, and we haven't learned from them. I use the overabundant image of the bombs and bullets and tools of death as a means to communicate that we get the point, you know? We know what happens when these things are created and used. And we need to move on. I thought the project was going to be kind of gung-ho and fun, and it ended up being a very emotional process. At the end of the day, I felt sick. At one point, I was intentionally shooting into the car at the baby seat. And it was hard to take that shot, even though it was an inanimate object with no emotion. It was only a representation of a child, and that was hard to do, was to even shoot that. I realized a lot of my ignorance in the car project, because when we started shooting it, I didn't realize that the bullets would not only penetrate the car, but go completely through the car. That was a big surprise to me. If you watch a movie, bullets are always bouncing off of cars. And that's what most Americans' reality is based on, is movies, what they see in the movies. And I hope that resonates in the piece. I hope that people will go and see this piece and walk away and feel sick and want change and demand change.